The day Earth stood still began like any other for Dr. Marasolis, the lead astrophysicist at NASA's Deep Space Network. As she reviewed routine data, an anomaly caught her eye. A massive object was decelerating rapidly as it approached Earth's orbit. Within hours, the truth became undeniable: humanity was about to make first contact. As governments worldwide scrambled to respond, the alien vessel took up a geosynchronous orbit above the North Atlantic, its size defying comprehension. It dwarfed the International Space Station 1,000-fold. World leaders convened an emergency session of the United Nations, while military forces across the globe were placed on high alert. Captain Leon Graves of the newly formed United Earth Defense Force found himself in the middle of the storm. Striding through the Pentagon's bustling corridors, he couldn't shake the feeling that humanity's fate hung in the balance. "Sir," his aide called out, "the Security Council is waiting in the war room." Tension was palpable. General Annika Tau, Graves' superior, briefed the assembly. The alien vessel had maintained its position for the past 6 hours. There had been no attempts at communication, and time was of the essence. As if on cue, the screens around the room flickered to life. An alien visage appeared, vaguely humanoid but with iridescent scales and multiple eyes that looked in all directions. The creature spoke, its words translated by an unseen mechanism. "People of Earth, I am Ambassador Siren of the Galactic Alliance. We have observed your civilization for centuries, and the time has come for formal contact. We offer you a choice: join us and reap the benefits of advanced technology and galactic peace, or face isolation in a universe teeming with life. You have one Earth rotation to decide." The transmission cut off, leaving the room in stunned silence. Captain Graves' mind raced. The offer seemed too good to be true, but the alternative was unthinkable. As debates erupted around him, he caught General Tau's eye. They both knew that whatever humanity decided, nothing would ever be the same. Dr. Solis, watching from NASA headquarters, felt a mix of excitement and dread. The scientific implications were staggering, but the political ramifications could be catastrophic. She began compiling all available data on the alien vessel, determined to uncover any clues about their true intentions. As night fell across the globe, humanity held its collective breath. News of the alien arrival spread like wildfire, causing equal parts wonder and panic. In New York, London, Beijing, and countless other cities, people gathered in streets and squares, their eyes turned skyward. Captain Graves found himself in a secure bunker beneath Washington, D.C., part of a task force assembled to draft Earth's response. Diplomats argued for acceptance, citing the potential benefits. Military leaders urged caution, wary of potential threats. Scientists, including Dr. Solis, patched in via secure video link, pushed for more time to study the situation. As dawn broke, a consensus emerged: humanity would neither fully accept nor reject the offer. Instead, they would propose a period of cultural exchange and gradual integration. Captain Graves was chosen to deliver the message, his military background balanced by his reputation for level-headedness. Standing before a global audience with the alien ship looming in the sky above, Graves took a deep breath. "Ambassador Siren," he began, his voice steady, "on behalf of the people of Earth, we thank you for your offer. We propose a compromise, a period of mutual learning and gradual cooperation. We have much to offer the Galactic Alliance, just as we have much to learn." Silence stretched for what felt like an eternity, then the alien's face reappeared on screens worldwide. "Captain Graves," Siren said, its multifaceted eyes glinting, "your proposal is unexpected. The Alliance does not typically allow for such arrangements. However, your species has shown remarkable potential. We will grant you one planetary cycle to prove your worth. Succeed, and you may join us as equals. Fail, and the consequences will be severe." The transmission ended, leaving humanity with a new challenge. 6 months into Earth's probationary period, the initial excitement of alien contact had given way to a grim reality. The Galactic Alliance's challenge proved more daunting than anyone had anticipated. Ambassador Siren had presented humanity with a series of increasingly difficult technological and ethical trials, each designed to push the limits of human capability. Dr. Marasolis wiped sweat from her brow as she stared at the holographic display before her. The latest challenge from the Alliance was their most audacious yet: develop a method of faster-than-light communication within the next 3 months. "It's impossible," muttered Dr. Hiroshi Matsuda, her colleague from JAXA. Even with the hints they've given us about quantum entanglement, we're years away from a breakthrough. Captain Graves, now the liaison between Earth's scientific community and the alien embassy, fought to keep his frustration in check. We don't have years, Doctor. We have weeks. If we fail this challenge, we fail humanity. The pressure was immense. Previous trials had tested Earth's ability to solve global issues like climate change and food scarcity. Humanity had risen to these challenges, displaying remarkable cooperation and innovation. But this latest demand seemed designed to break them. In New Delhi, a team of engineers led by Dr. Anika Patel worked tirelessly on a radical new approach to quantum computing. In Rio de Janeiro, physicists pushed the boundaries of human understanding of space-time itself. And in a secret facility beneath the Alps, a joint European task force experimented with technology reverse-engineered from subtle clues in the alien transmissions. As humanity raced against time, tensions with the Galactic Alliance grew. Ambassador Siren's patience appeared to be wearing thin. During a global broadcast, the alien diplomat's typically calm demeanor cracked. "Your species shows promise," Xiron stated, "but promise alone is not enough. The universe is vast and unforgiving. If you cannot meet our standards, perhaps we were mistaken about your potential." The thinly veiled threat sent shockwaves through Earth's leadership. Emergency sessions were called, and resources were reallocated on an unprecedented scale. Every scrap of knowledge, every bit of computing power, and every brilliant mind was devoted to cracking the puzzle of faster-than-light communication. Dr. Solis and her team worked relentlessly, and the pressure was immense, but a fire burned within her. This was the challenge of a lifetime, pushing the boundaries of science and the human spirit. Late one night, as Dr. Solis pored over test results, a thought struck her. She called Captain Graves immediately. "Leon, I need access to the alien embassy. There's something I need to see up close." Graves, used to her unorthodox requests, didn't hesitate. Within hours, they stood before the towering alien structure, its surface shimmering with an otherworldly iridescence. As they approached, Sol's handheld scanner began to pick up unusual readings. "Just as I thought," she murmured. "The embassy itself is a quantum communication device. They've been using it this whole time, right under our noses." Graves' eyes widened as he grasped the implications. "So we don't need to invent the technology from scratch, we just need to reverse engineer what's already here." With this breakthrough, the pace of research accelerated dramatically. Teams worldwide collaborated around the clock, piecing together the puzzle of quantum communication. As the deadline loomed, humanity edged closer to a working prototype, but success was far from guaranteed. As Dr. Solis and her team made their final preparations, doubt gnawed at them. Would their device work? And even if it did, would it be enough to satisfy the Galactic Alliance? The day of reckoning arrived. In a specially constructed chamber, before a global audience and under the watchful eyes of Ambassador Siren, Dr. Solis initiated the quantum communication device. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then, with a surge of energy, a stable quantum link was established with a receiver on the far side of the moon. A cheer went up from the assembled scientists, but Siron remained impassive. Impressive, the alien conceded, but hardly groundbreaking for a spacefaring civilization. Captain Graves stepped forward, a glint in his eye. "Perhaps a more ambitious demonstration is in order, Ambassador," he suggested. With a nod, Dr. Solis adjusted the device's settings. Suddenly, a holographic image sprang to life, a real-time view of a distant star system transmitted instantly across vast interstellar distances. For the first time, Xiron showed genuine surprise. This is unexpected. You have not only met our challenge but exceeded it. Perhaps we underestimated you after all." As news of humanity's success spread, a wave of jubilation swept across the globe. They had done it, proven their worth to an advanced alien civilization. But even as celebrations began, Dr. Solis and Captain Graves exchanged a knowing look. This was only the beginning. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and the real challenges were yet to come. 6 months later, the newfound alliance between Earth and the Galactic Alliance began to deepen. The successful demonstration of faster-than-light communication had earned Earth a place among the stars, but now humanity found itself tasked with more responsibilities. The Alliance was not just a peacekeeping organization, it was a vast, interconnected web of civilizations with its own challenges. Dr. Solis, now hailed as one of humanity's foremost scientific minds, barely had time to catch her breath before she was swept up in a whirlwind of new projects. The quantum communication breakthrough had opened doors to technologies previously thought impossible. One morning, as Solace sipped her coffee and reviewed data streams from the newly established Martian colonies built in record time, thanks to alien terraforming techniques, a priority message flashed across her screen. It was from General Graves, marked Urgent. Mara, we need you at CERN immediately. Something big is happening within hours. Dr. Solace found herself standing in the control room of the Large Hadron Collider, now augmented with alien technology. The energy in the room was palpable as scientists from around the world huddled around displays, their faces a mix of excitement and disbelief. Dr. Hiroshi Matsuda greeted her with a wild grin. Mara, you're not going to believe this. We've done it. We've created a stable micro-wormhole. Solace mind reeled at the implications. Wormhole technology had been theoretical, a dream of science fiction. Yet here it was, a pinprick in the fabric of space-time, sustained by energies they were only beginning to understand. As the team worked to stabilize and expand the wormhole, news of the breakthrough reached the highest levels of government. General Graves arrived with a delegation of world leaders, and to everyone's surprise, Ambassador Siren appeared as well, observing the wormhole with its multifaceted eyes, an unreadable expression on its face. Impressive, Azran finally said, a note of what might have been respect in its voice. Few species master such technology so quickly, but I wonder if you truly understand the responsibilities that come with it. Before anyone could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. The wormhole was becoming unstable, its energy readings spiking dangerously. Dr. Solace sprang into action, her fingers flying over the controls as she worked to contain the growing rift in space-time. We need to shut it down, shouted Dr. Matsuda, panic evident in his voice. But Solace saw another path. Drawing on everything she had learned about quantum mechanics and alien technology, she made a split-second decision. Instead of closing the wormhole, she expanded it. The room held its breath as the rift grew, swallowing up sensors and equipment. For a moment it seemed as if Solace's gamble had failed catastrophically. Then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the crisis was over. The wormhole stabilized, now large enough for a human to step through. Ambassador Siren's normally impassive face showed clear astonishment. You took an immense risk, Dr. Solace, one that could have resulted in unimaginable destruction, Siren said, and yet you succeeded. Perhaps there is more to your species than we realized. In the days that followed, Earth buzzed with the news of the wormhole breakthrough. Scientists and engineers worked around the clock to understand and refine the technology. The possibilities seemed endless: instant transportation across vast distances, exploration of distant galaxies, perhaps even time travel itself. But with these advancements came new dangers. The ability to create wormholes was a double-edged sword, one that could be used for peaceful exploration or as a weapon of unimaginable power. Humanity had faced its greatest test, but new challenges awaited them as they stood at the edge of a new era. The successful demonstration of wormhole technology marked a turning point in humanity's relationship with the Galactic Alliance. Earth was no longer seen as an underdog, but as an emerging power capable of shaping the galaxy's future. But with this newfound status came even greater responsibilities. Dr. Mara Solis, now one of the most prominent figures in both human and interstellar science, barely had time to reflect on their achievements before the next wave of challenges arrived. 5 years had passed since humanity first proved its worth to the Alliance, and Earth was now unrecognizable from its former self. Skyscrapers merged seamlessly with alien architecture, and hover vehicles had become a common sight in cities. But tensions simmered beneath this veneer of progress. Captain Sarah Chen, hailed as a hero during the Void collective invasion, now led the Galactic Defense Force. Earth's political standing had risen sharply, with General Leon Graves sitting on the Galactic Council, his voice now carrying weight in shaping interstellar policy. Yet unknown forces were already conspiring against humanity's rise. One evening, Dr. Solace was interrupted from her work by an urgent message from General Graves. Mara, we need to meet. There's something I think you should know. Hours later, Solace found herself in a secure briefing room deep within the Pentagon. Our deep space monitoring stations have detected unusual activity in the Kuiper Belt, Graves explained, bringing up a holographic display. It appears the Galactic Alliance isn't being entirely transparent with us. Our best analysts think they're constructing a massive superstructure, but its purpose is unclear. Before Solace could respond, alarms blared. Multiple wormhole signatures detected in near-Earth orbit, shouted an officer. It's an invasion fleet. Chaos erupted. Alien ships poured through the wormholes, sleek and black, radiating an aura of menace. But these weren't Alliance vessels, people of Earth. Ambassador Siran's voice appeared on screens worldwide, visibly shaken. We owe you an apology and a warning. The Alliance is under attack by an ancient enemy known as the Void Collective. They seek to harvest your planet's resources and enslave your people. We cannot intervene directly without risking full-scale galactic war. You must defend yourselves. Panic spread as the Void Collective's forces descended on Earth. Despite humanity's technological advancements, the invaders were far superior, their weapons more advanced, their numbers overwhelming. Captain Chen, leading Earth's defense from the skies above New York, he knew they were losing ground. Retrofitted alien tech on Earth's ships could barely hold off the enemy's devastating firepower. As she dodged an incoming attack, Chen's voice crackled over the comms to Solas Mara, the wormhole generator at CERN. Can we use it to create a planetary defense barrier? Solas' mind raced as she calculated the enormous energy requirements. It's never been attempted at this scale, she replied, but yes, theoretically it's possible. General Graves, coordinating the defense from his command center, made a snap decision. Do it, Dr. Solis. Divert all available power to CERN. We'll buy you as much time as we can. What followed was humanity's finest hour. Around the globe, people rallied. Power plants redirected their entire output to CERN, civilians volunteered to operate critical systems, and scientists worked feverishly to modify the wormhole generator for its new purpose. In orbit, Captain Chen and her squadron fought valiantly to hold the Void Collective at bay, but the situation was growing increasingly desperate. Earth's cities lay in ruins, millions were dead or injured, and it seemed all hope was lost. Just as the last defenses were on the verge of collapse, a brilliant light erupted from the surface below. A massive wormhole blossomed around the planet, its swirling energies forming an impenetrable barrier. The Void Collective ships slammed into it, disintegrating on impact. Within minutes, the invasion was halted. Earth had survived, but at a great cost. As the dust settled, humanity held its collective breath. They had won the battle, but at what price? The quantum barrier had drained Earth's resources to the brink, leaving cities in ruins and millions dead. Yet, amid the devastation, a new spirit of resilience and unity emerged. Ambassador Siran, speaking from an emergency bunker, addressed the world once more. People of Earth, you have accomplished the impossible. In the face of overwhelming odds, you not only survived but triumphed. The Galactic Alliance acknowledges your strength, your ingenuity, and your right to stand as equals among the stars. Cheers erupted around the globe, but for Dr. Solis and General Graves, the victory felt bittersweet. They had defended Earth, but the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty. In the days that followed, Earth began the long process of rebuilding. This time, however, they had the full support of the Galactic Alliance. The quantum barrier, once a desperate last-ditch defense, became the subject of study for scientists across the galaxy. Its potential to protect worlds from future threats, as well as its far-reaching consequences, marked a new era of galactic peacekeeping. Captain Sarah Chen was hailed as a hero, and her bold leadership during the invasion earned her a place on the Galactic Military Council. Under her guidance, Earth's defense forces evolved into a symbol of hope for planets throughout the Alliance. Other species, inspired by humanity's resilience, rose up against their own oppressors, and the Void Collective's defeat marked the beginning of their decline. As for Dr. Solis, she continued to be at the forefront of scientific innovation. Standing atop the newly rebuilt CERN facility, Dr. Solis gazed up at the stars. The quantum barrier shimmered faintly in the night sky, a reminder of how far they had come and how far they still had to go. There was no turning back now. Humanity had earned its place among the stars not as conquerors or subjects, but as equals. The universe, vast and mysterious, awaited their next move. 5 years later, Earth had transformed into a beacon of interstellar cooperation. The scars of the Void Collective invasion had faded, replaced by marks of progress. Humanity stood as a shining example of innovation and resilience in the Galactic Alliance. Dr. Solis, now with streaks of gray in her hair, stood before the holographic display of the newly constructed Terran Institute of Cosmic Studies. The building was a marvel, a fusion of human and alien architecture that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Around her, scientists from a dozen species worked in harmony, united by their desire to unlock the deepest secrets of the universe. The quantum fold drive is ready for its first test, announced Zira, a young engineer from an octopus-like alien species, as the room buzzed with excitement. The quantum fold drive represented humanity's latest breakthrough, an engine that could traverse vast interstellar distances in the blink of an eye. If successful, it would revolutionize space travel, allowing humanity to explore the farthest reaches of the universe. Dr. Solis watched as the countdown began, a mixture of excitement and trepidation coursing through her veins. The probe equipped with the quantum fold drive vanished from Earth's sensors, only to reappear moments later, having journeyed to the Andromeda Galaxy and back in mere minutes. A cheer erupted from the control room as celebrations broke out. The test had been a resounding success. Humanity had not only mastered interstellar travel but had pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. As the celebrations continued, Dr. Solis felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned to see Ambassador Siren, whose multifaceted eyes gleamed with a hint of respect. "Once again, humanity has surpassed our expectations," Siren said. "The Galactic Alliance owes much to your species. Your ingenuity and perspective have enriched us all." Before Dr. Solis could respond, an urgent message interrupted the moment. A holographic projection of General Graves appeared, his expression grave. "Mara, Siren, we need you at Confederation headquarters immediately. Our long-range sensors have detected something unprecedented at the edge of known space. Within hours, key leaders from across the Alliance had assembled in the Grand Council chamber. The atmosphere was tense as General Graves presented the findings. "Our quantum sensors have detected a massive object approaching the galaxy at incredible speed," he explained, bringing up a holographic display. "It's like nothing we've ever encountered. A structure the size of a solar system but artificial in nature." Murmurs of concern rippled through the chamber as Ambassador Siran stepped forward. "In all our recorded history, we've never encountered anything like this. We may be facing a civilization far more advanced than our own." Dr. Solis studied the data intently, her mind racing. Something about the object's energy signature seemed familiar, yet impossibly alien. Then, with a jolt of realization, she understood. "It's us," she said, her voice cutting through the noise. All eyes turned to her. "Or rather, it's what we might become. The energy patterns, the quantum fluctuations, they're consistent with our most advanced theories about the evolution of intelligent life. This isn't an alien civilization. It's a future version of ourselves." The room fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity stood on the brink of contact, not with an alien race but with their own distant descendants, evolved far beyond current comprehension. General Graves was the first to break the silence. "If Dr. Solis is correct, we are about to face the greatest challenge and opportunity in the history of all our species. The question is, are we ready?" As discussions erupted, with new plans being formulated and debated, Dr. Solis found herself staring out at the star-filled sky. The universe, it seemed, had many more surprises in store. Humanity and their allies in the Galactic Alliance had come so far, but their journey was far from over. Whatever lay ahead, peaceful exchange, incomprehensible revelations, or challenges beyond imagination, they would face it together. The spirit of curiosity, cooperation, and determination that had brought them this far would light their way into an uncertain but thrilling future. As the glow of distant stars filtered through the quantum barrier, Dr. Mara Solis allowed herself a small smile. The next chapter in humanity's cosmic story was about to begin. If you enjoyed this story and want to support us, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. For every comment that says, we will heart every single one of them. Thank you for your time.